We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. On second down, Jackson eluding the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Calais Campbell on the stop.
Second and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Switch. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Green,
Now Jameis on second down. They'll fire one deep for Westbrook. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow.
That's good.
Big yardage that time for Washington. 51 yards.
At the 30.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. A pass there complete to Westbrook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Taken down back at the 20-yard line.
Now on second and 13. Winston, that is caught inside the 5. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run this one in. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
A gain of 1 yard.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. And he fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his second touchdown on the season. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. And this is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you've gone somewhere, but you're really out here in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. Get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout.
It's caught at the 10. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 55 yards. Jackson from the shotgun. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds, because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, Winston. And Winston lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Third and long for Winston. And that'll be complete to the running back, Gibson. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
From the 31, Jackson flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
20-yard line.
Mike, ready? Let's go now.
They'll run on first down. Gibson fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Patrick Queen on the tackle.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With this Washington 7, Ravens nothing.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Trying to force it to his tight end, Walker, and it's intercepted. It's the rookie linebacker, Patrick Queen. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Buying time to his left. Brought in left side by Snead. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. That'll be complete to Dobbins.
Jackson's pass.
Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
So pick up a 6.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle.
Jackson's pass.
4 yards of the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. And
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
He's brought down.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 33 yards that time. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run here with Ingram. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
At 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Yard on the play. It's now 3rd down and 4.
Jameis to throw it. Open man is Sims. He's got it. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
That's another Washington first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, Winston. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Antonio Gibson, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And it's caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. D.D. Westbrook, his first touchdown on the year. And Washington has taken the lead. And he puts it through.
Makes this Washington 14, Ravens 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And, Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And, partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end that went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Throwing is Jackson. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
Andy, you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Winston going deep for Walker. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this.
He's got a man, complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
He's tackled at the
2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. Well, he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a 1-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
A gain of 29 yards.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
1st down, Ravens.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Dobbins running out of the gun. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jackson. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Ravens have retaken the lead.
Justin Tucker.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Makes the score Ravens 17, Washington 14. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Watch the safety criminal. Sunday. Let's go.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Winston, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends.
And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
On 3rd down, Jackson. That is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Devin Duvernay, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Ravens 24, Washington 14. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And incomplete on the deep ball. One of his main targets, Delanie Walker, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down in the 3rd quarter here in D.C. A 2nd and 10 upcoming. Here's Winston. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Switch. Check. Check out route. Hot. Jim, Tree, Timothy. Sign it.
Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Throwing, Winston. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15.
Jackson's pass.
A big play that time for the Ravens. And even 50 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Dobbins on the carry for.
Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown.
Touchdown.
Hollywood, Marquise Brown. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. As the Ravens push further out in front. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Ravens 31, Washington 14. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.